Hello everybody, and welcome back to Jack 2 Electric Boogaloo. We're here to now go first into the underground to know what stories they have for us.
Being a big hero sure makes you thirsty.
You and me both, man. How about a drink? Oh,
sludge.
Oh.
The Baron turned off all water to the slums. He's willing to sacrifice innocent lives
So,
just to destroy
no fresh
them.
water anywhere.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, at least in this part of Haven City. Yeah, that's what the city's called, by the way.
Serving in the Crimson Guard. That's why I quit.
You were a Crimson Guard?
Huh.
Well, that explains your charming sense of humor.
And yours,
My
Jack.
friend in the guard tells
And
me the valve
yours.
to turn
I
the
guess it's a
water
good thing even after being injected by all those, all that dark eco and being tortured to high hell, he still has some sense of
What
humor.
about the security walls?
What about the metalheads? It ain't a petting zoo out there. Peeps be getting deep sexed.
Find the large train
So,
park in the
what?
North
So there are
Wall.
some things is
It'll
that
take you outside
there
the
are
city to the
some
pumping
wall.
station.
So the
Get to
reason
the
why
main
everyone's so
valve and
nervous about
open
being
it.
outside the city is
If you
because of these
survive,
creatures known
the
as
slums will be
metalheads,
indebted
which
to you.
are
If not,
kind of like
maybe we'll have to take a
ravenous.
moment of silence in your honor.
I'd like to get
They're
that
Deathbringers,
touching
pretty
moment.
much.
Yeah, they're very ravenous creatures, yeah, they seek to destroy and kill everything. And right now, the security walls of the city are the only things keeping them from killing us. Like, I guess the whole rest of everything is kind of a wasteland out there. And also, as you're noticing, I'm gonna do my best to cut out all backtracking. Like, I'll show paths of where to get to these things, but after I show it the first time, you're gonna I'm assuming you're gonna get you'll get the idea of how to get there, so I'm not going to show this whole path every time.
Yeah, and Logan here is demonstrating why this is probably not one of the better vehicles to really use in these sections. In fact, I'll just say that a
That
lot.
guy's dead.
Yeah, sorry. I'll pay the bill later. Anyway, yeah, just not gonna lie. Honestly, all but one of the vehicle types in this game are pretty. Like,
I feel like it depends on what you're doing. Like, definitely the little tiny zoomers are great for getting around fast, but they're very flimsy. And I forget what they're called, but there are these cruisers that are like, they have 3 seats. Those ones are really good for escort missions and carrying people places because it has the highest defense.
well, you're gonna be stuck with those anyway when you're doing those escort missions. But like, I usually just stick to the tiny zoomer just because I hate feeling cramped in that kind of space.
Yeah.
Especially in this game.
Anyway, those were our first metalheads. They come in all shapes and sizes, and all they want to kill you. But every time you kill one, they'll drop one metalhead skull gem, and it's kind of like a unique. Until the second game, until the third game, the metalhead skull gems I think are pretty much like it's unique. So if I was to die right now, those first 3 metalheads would no longer have those skull gems to drop.
I want to say Jack 3 kind of has that mentality too. I don't recall, but since that's the one I played the most, I want to say that was the case.
Maybe. I know for a fact that the skull gems definitely are used for a different purpose in 3. Like,
yeah.
The skull gems and spoilers, the skull gems in 3 are used to purchase the chance to win precursor orbs.
Pretty
like,
much. Whereas here, they serve more of a purpose of upgrading Jack. Mostly his dark eco form.
Yep, and we'll be seeing that in a bit. I forget, Hype, have you seen any of this game before?
What little I have seen of it is mainly from, like, the 1 or 2 parts of your playthrough I've seen.
Oh, thank God. They were... Oh,
Oh, I've dropped again.
never mind.
Can I go get it? It's probably...
And
it,
do you
though.
want to chance it?
No, I don't want to...
Do you want to be eaten by a lurker shark?
I don't want to climb all the way up. Oh no, there's worse things than lurker sharks in this game now.
Yeah,
There are Crimson Guard aqua cannons. And there you go. When that logo pops up, terrifying as it is, that's when you know you're full on.
Yeah, and the sad part is this is a game where you really want to save it for when you really need it most. So you're gonna be forced to be staring at that face for a good while.
Exactly, because I'm not using it anytime soon. But
And meanwhile, he's just staring at you going like, "So, how's your day been?"
Oh, you know, Dark Lucky Jack, nothing too bad.
Did you see any good movies lately?
I saw Coco. That's a good one. Thank you, Dark Lucky Jack. You're welcome, Lucky Jack. I'm going insane, by the way. Hello.
Yes, you are. I told you gotta lay out the dark eco, man.
Rats. I only got 9 out of 10 that I could possibly get. Anyway.
The valve.
Well, to be fair, you kind of got screwed out of that last one, so...
Done.
Nope.
Thank you, Fonzarelli fix.
And now he goes.
Ow. Ooh.
Oh, so this is what it literally feels like to be go down a warp pipe.
Now you'll know how Mario feels. Oh boy. Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
Anyway, done. I got you.
Two.
Yeah, they definitely were much.
Boom!
Yeah, they definitely were more creative with the cutscenes in this game.
Don't say it. Don't even chuckle. Next time, you turn the valve.
All right.
Well, that's pretty much what I did, didn't I?
I think someone else also mentioned that this game was probably the turning point for Naughty Dog in that this is when they started wanting to make more story-centric games based on characters and stuff.
Not only that, this is also where they started wanting to go for more of an slightly more serious direction. Like they still got a sense of humor, but there's clearly more of an edge to them in their more recent games, like again Uncharted or Last of Us.
Yeah. Ooh, and on the mini-map, there's a giant rubber ducky.
Oh, cute ducky. Let's go check. Let's go check it out.
Totally used to,
Why a
totally used to
rubber
think it was
duck?
a rubber ducky, but no, it looks like a duck. That's a duck. No, that is a
Just go.
They called me mad, insane, Wendell.
Right. Oh. Oh, you saw that whole scene, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
It's glorious. And oh, this guy.
It will destroy.
This is the last oracle.
Only the last power of the precursors can save you. Destroy my enemies.
Yeah, but apparently the precursors even hated the metalheads.
Well,
And yes, this is what the skull gems are used for.
Gems, and I will
You get new powers, which are basically like giant finisher ultimate moves. And let it just be known, you don't need every skull gem to get all the powers. I don't know. There you go.
Actually,
And
just
then
going back to...
but
Here we go. Just going back to what you were
God.
saying earlier, you were saying that little animation of them doing the victory dance was the only time they referenced Jack 1. Isn't technically that guy back there, in and of himself, a reference to Jack 1 as well?
Yes.
I didn't say that. James did, which is also good because it means I can say James is wrong and not me.
Oh, screw you, buddy.
No, yeah, there's that, and of course, and not gonna lie, there actually are a few other things that make me feel like the good old days of Jack 1, so don't worry, I'll run.
Oh boy.
Time to go.
Oh, gee, that's dead.
Jesus.
Parachute! Parachute!
Just keep dodging. Unfortunately, when you're in situations like this, they usually extend the reach of the hijack a vehicle thing. I need a vehicle right now. Oh dear.
Yeah, you really do.
But you
because
could
you
use some
can't
devil damn
hope-
firearms.
Yes, please know that, like in GTA, you cannot hope to just fight them. They're gonna be endless. Just run.
Yeah, don't waste your time. You're not gonna get any bonus
Oh,
eco.
dear.
You're not gonna get any bonus dark eco or skull gems from doing so anyway.
Anyway, I feel
There's
I should
no,
ask.
there's no,
'cause-
there's no honor in fighting the law if there's no benefits.
Yeah. I feel I should ask, because I see you, like, hijacking these vehicles, and it seems like this game has quite a bit of a focus on hijacking vehicles. Is there any point in the game where there's a race?
Yes. In fact, that is a very major plot point. But the racing mechanic controls nothing like this. Only one race does.
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Done.
Oh boy.
Destroyed the evidence.
And I mean, hell, Jack 3, hell, a good chunk of Jack 3 is all about racing.
And,
So much
and
so
Jack
for their
X,
fourth game, I was about to say, Jack Cross essentially is a racing game.
Jack X is like, let's forget the platforming
The
entirely.
slum's water is back.
Follows the Crash
I'd
Bandicoot
love to
logic,
see
3
the
games
hedge
and a
roll when
racing.
the Baron finds
And I'm
out.
still disappointed
Yep.
that Uncharted doesn't follow suit.
Sleep over this armpit of the city.
Gosh, shocked they haven't, considering the fact they're in the real world where vehicles are a thing.
When I
And the
say
Shadow,
so,
as he mentioned, is the leader of the
if I
underground.
say so. But before I even think about it, I want you to take care of an ammo dump we've identified.
Oh
in the
yeah,
fortress.
this part.
Lots of crimson
I mean, we're
guards.
still pretty early on in the game, but I consider this
You
one of
know
the few
it's wrong.
difficulty spikes this game
The
has.
underground needs
Gotcha.
you to blow up
Which
all the
we'll say that right
enemies
now.
inside.
Jack 2, I
Get
really
all
do
of it,
enjoy as a
and we'll deal
game.
a
Jack
body
1 I still
blow
think is one of my
bang.
favorites just
You're
because of the
sending us
tone.
in, tough guy.
But,
So what's with this? We'll deal a body
Definitely,
That's fine. I want the Baron to know
yeah.
that it's me.
What was to say?
who's hurting.
Let it be known that this game has the most kind of. It has moments where it's just kind of unbalanced with how difficult it can get, especially around the second and thirds of the game. Jack 3, I felt kind of kept it more balanced, like an even slope all the while.
Yeah.
And this one, welcome to your first uphill steep climb.
Pretty much.
a fork and not a pickaxe.
A fork.
Get the digging.
Actually,
Hello,
Barry, and a
guy who
spoon.
looks totally nice
Using
and
only spoons.
Using only a squirrel, some string,
Unauthorized use of
and a giant tank. Run.
Oh god, let's go.
I bet you're wondering
Yeah,
why
it's
we
this
tied a
thing
squirrel
right-
to a tank.
It's this thing right here that really sells it, because like that it's no joke. All of its firearms take about two hits apiece.
Also, this
Including running
camera
into
angle
it
makes it
and-
very difficult to precise platform, I imagine.
Exactly.
I mean,
Fixed camera platforming.
it is
Take note, ukulele. This doesn't work.
I mean, it is kind of nice
I'll
to
cross
look
there.
at, but whoa.
Keep moving. But it's a cool little trick. And don't worry, it's done now. Well, I mean, the camera angle's done. It's totally gonna still try and kill us.
Oh yeah, it's gonna follow us to every ends of this facility.
I'll chase you to the ends of the earth. What good are those blasters to you now?
There we go. So I mean, as you're seeing, I like this. It is still taking. Oh crap!
Ow.
It is still taking the platforming aspects of Jak and Daxter and just kind of like they're just like applying a different coat of paint on them.
Yep, they're just running home with it.
They're building off of an engine. This is why I think this is still a pretty good sequel. I think because it managed to take what made the first game good and make something completely different out of it.
Yeah, without straying. Okay, I would be saying without straying too far, but then I realized they actually kind of did.
Well, straying too
It's
far
not
into the
game,
gameplay
if only in
anyway.
tone. Yeah, gameplay is relatively the same.
Oh, that is one other thing. Is unfortunately not until Lost Frontier. Say goodbye, unfortunately, to the different eco channelings.
Yeah, it's just Dark Eagle from here on out, with one exception in Jak 3,
Oh,
but
boy.
we'll get to that later.
Yeah, and it wasn't until Lost Legacy that they brought back red and green and the other ecos.
Now that being said, I do remember hearing a theory that you could argue that stuff like the health packs or the ammo you'll get for your gun you'll eventually get, that they could technically run off of specific eco. Like obviously the health is still a green eco. They're just packed into.
I totally believe that, especially with some of the weapons and what they do. Like spoilers, a really fast weapon uses blue ammunition. So I thought, oh, blue eco, one that packs a mean punch and it focuses on dealing short bursts of strength is red. So red eco, and the one that literally is like a long range projectile is yellow. From Yellow Eco that I never showed off in. No, yeah, I think I showed off.
You showed
No,
off in the
no,
final.
that's right.
You showed off in the final boss.
But that's right, because I didn't even go to the sewer at all. Anyway, oh, hang on. Shh, I smell a plot device.
These barrels are the latest shipment of Eco. The Baron says take them and get out.
You dare to sass us? We can literally tear your lungs out if we wanted to.
Wait.
Oh, it's like, hey, you like what you were hearing? Oh dear.
Oh, right, I forgot about these
I'm
guys.
sorry, that's valuable information. You must die now.
We must leave.
But thankfully, we're not going to leave empty-handed.
It's funny, it's
we
like
got
that.
Oh, crap.
It's like just going back to like the tank spying us.
You know, Jack, in retrospect, I think one of us should have been on lookout.
Yeah, we were still in a highly secure facility. Ow, ow. So we need to trick this thing into blowing up the coolant tanks. Also, that red pass we got is one of, I think, 5 or so security passes we get in the game. Oh, nice, double hit.
5 passes.
These-
God damn.
This is what we use to access different parts of the city.
Also, I love that the tank's just not really realizing it. It's like, you know, I think I might be accidentally shooting up things to our equipment. I'll just keep shooting.
Danger.
Yeah, the AI is not that smart.
Run!
All it took was 10 seconds and we got through to just 1.
She's gonna blow.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
God.
Oh.
Oh, God, that face.
Now we must be quiet.
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
If you can call that a
Okay.
country.
We'll move back. We'll go to the country later. We'll go back to the old country fit side. Anyway, there. We blew up a giant dump. Let's go to Torn and see what he has to frickin' tell us now.
Even after regaining the water supply and taking care of his ammo department, he's still got some snark to deliver to us.
Served up hot.
We saw something odd while torching that ammo. The Baron's guards were giving barrels filled with eco to a group of metalheads.
Really?
It's almost like a deal is being made.
Interested to hear that.
You know, so far, your gigs have been easier than stealing grass from a sleeping yak cow.
What's a
Please don't
yak
say
cow?
that.
You and the rodent want to start.
Well, they do
proving
mention that
yourselves.
all the animals are the
One
same,
of
so
our
again, hints at
suppliers
the big
needs his
plot twist of
family
this game.
delivered.
Yeah.
A bag of eco ore. Take the
Kind of
Zone
shocking considering we're like in the far
Front
future. You'd think some of them have gone
Log Hen
extinct by
Saloon in
now.
Southtown.
Yeah.
Ask for crew.
Yeah, we will
Oh,
actually see.
boy.
Yeah, there are
And
actually.
don't let the
Yeah, there
Baron's
are actually yak
patrols
cows in this game.
Stop you.
Huh, what do you know?
By the way, when you get there, pump crew for
Crew is
information.
the.
He's
Crew is meant to be the
wired
classic.
and may know
I'm
what the
wired
Baron
to the
is
city.
up
I know
You
everything that
can
goes
count
down. He's like the
on
mob
us.
boss or
to. Are you
whatever.
still
Pretty
there?
much.
Gotcha. Hey, you
And once you get the
And-
delivery site, very important to him.
Not gonna lie, this part here is also pretty hard because yeah, we gotta stage a little bit of a distraction.
Hello, glowing
And
car.
we need to drive this delivery. We need to drive. Well, yeah, that strapped on its back is a delivery. And by the time we reach the city, the urban parts of the city, these are the slums. Once we reach the urban parts of downtown city, everyone's going to be on us and trying to shoot us down. And
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to say: your first time playing through the game, this can be troublesome because this area can feel like a maze.
Yes.
Oh,
And
robot
they figured out it was all a hoax.
Black Friday.
we
Black
need to move.
Friday.
So it's the kind of thing where it's like, if you have no idea where you're going, this is going to be like pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Not a butt, just the butt. So
I'm sure
you
it's a
need to
pain
be
in the
very
butt.
careful maneuvering.
You know,
It could be anybody.
One question remains unanswered even throughout this entire game. What's in the box?
They said eco war.
Oh, eco or oh, okay.
The answer is salt.
Never mind that. What it was gonna be like? What if there were a whole bunch of illegal switch units?
That'd be really ridiculous. Oh god!
Yeah, it's right. It's
Oh,
usually right here where you
continue.
could easily blow your load.
Because let me say, the Cruiser Guard are freaking insane. They will stop at nothing to ram, destroy, blow you up, even if they means killing themselves and others. So we're almost there. Almost there. Stay low so they can't shoot me, ram into me. And I do something really funny here that I thought was funny at least. I'm like, I made it! It's perfectly safe. Your delivery is in
here we are.
primo
Handle
condition.
this, Jack.
Your delivery
Watch
is in
my
primo
finesse
condition.
and style.
And now, and
Everything's
here is
cool.
where we shall meet
Nobody
Crew.
panic.
No, that's
Hey,
not
big
him
guy.
though. He's a different character.
Cool.
That's Crew.
Yeah. AKA the guy that
Well, we should
clearly
be,
gave
and
Whale
your
Lord a
ship
run
is
for his
in
money.
primo condition.
Primo condition. AKA blown up immediately outside your door.
Oh god.
Guy, personal space.
He's quite a character.
Yeah, I'll say all 500 pounds of character.
We have here the Shadows mascot of the month. Ooh, soft, Zig.
And that's Sig, kind of a muscle gun for him.
Listen,
Yeah, because clearly he can't do any muscle himself.
anyone can see that you and I have the real juice in this burg. We're
Real
both
juice.
players, right? We're both looking for a piece of the action, right? I think we can do business, right?
We did you a favor. Now it's your turn. Why is the Baron giving eco to metalheads?
Questions like that could get a person killed, eh?
And I think fun fact is, Hype, this is, the Crew is voiced by the guy who voiced the farmer in Jak 1.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yikes. What a huge
check.
what a stark difference.
Show me some skill with that.
We have received the Morph Gun.
For a job.
Yay! Now we can start shooting Nico like it's nobody's business.
It's called the Morph Gun in its basic form
It's
because
a
the
scatter
Morph
gun
Gun
there.
has. Well, because I'm going to explain that. It's think of it like, okay, the base vanilla model is called the Morph Gun because with each module I get, I can actually transform the same gun into different guns. For now, I have received the Scatter Gun module.
Yeah, it's basically
You
a
really
little
like doing
spread
that,
shot.
don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
We need to teach you how to use this baby. The scatter gun is a good
Yes, Mr.
And
Lamar.
yes, Sig is voiced by Phil Lamar. Yes, Sig is voiced by him. Thank you.
Press the trigger.
Boom!
Some kids
Don't shoot me, you idiot! Shoot the boxes.
you can put your weapon away or pull it out at any time.
Don't make me bust out the
So-
ring.
Easy, huh? Take the weapon
So this uses the D-pad to swap between the different weapons you got.
and guard
And you get ammo. I mean, it's, again, a really stark difference, but I do think that for what they were going for, they really did it well in this game.
It does feel like it does enhance the experience.
Get the yellow targets and don't hit civilian targets.
Obviously. That's a big no-no.
I was about to say, how can you tell the difference? Oh, never mind.
There you go.
Straight out of the goddamn JR token book.
They do look like it. Anyway, but so yeah, this is, and let it be known, yeah, some of the combat in this game, you're going to need these weapons, because from this point forward, this is where they stop holding your hands with the enemies. They're going to start getting tough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, you might want to be careful, because it looks like that thing has a really widespread shot to a point where you could accidentally hit a civilian.
Yeah, it does.
There it goes.
Like that. Honestly, between all the models I remember, I can't say this one's in like my immediate favorite.
My favorite's the blaster.
Oh yeah, the blast. That's the yellow eagle one, right?
Yeah, it's a traditional one.
Okay, yeah, that one's pretty handy.
But this is good for keeping people back at least. All right, and we now have enough points to win. I'm going to try and go for the bronze. At this point forward, so, okay, precursor orbs. Let's talk about those. And don't worry, this will slow down once we start doing more and more of these. Precursor orbs are what you collect in the game to unlock cheats. Things like, in this game anyway, Jak 3 did something different with them, but in this game, yeah, you unlock cheats. Things like big head mode, small head mode. It's stupid, but one of the cheats is literally turning off Jak's goatee, because I guess some people didn't like him with it.
I don't mind the goatee personally.
I don't mind either. Shows he's older at least. Take that, thank you.
He just grew that stupid beard.
And then there's Mirror World, which flips the entire place on its side. There's
you know, I think it would be humorous.
Of course, like
is
ammo.
I was about to say, what's humorous is, you probably know about this, Logan, but in a lot of Insomniac games, they usually have an Easter egg dedicated to this one particular member of their crew, where they like hide him in a lot of places. And in the Ratchet series, they even go so far as to give him a skin.
Oh yeah, I know, like the Snow Dan.
Yeah.
Or Dan, whatever his name is. Yeah, I remember him.
Like I was about to say, I think it'd be funny if it had something like that for Jax.
So I got 3, I think. I think you get 3 for each tier.
For the course record.
That aside, also that unfortunately is the case, is as you noticed, I kind of interrupted Sig's like message with that message saying I won. Like the messages don't overlap.
Yeah, which is a shame. Oh yeah, by the way, quick tip for those that want to play this game: never hijack a Crimson Guard vehicle. Your ass will be chased.
Apparently, they don't like that.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. And this is this little bar we're at is called the Hip Hog Haven, which is because there's a hip hog on the front. Which, if I actually went to the sewers, you'd know what that is.
Wastelanders find items from the outside the city walls, eh?
Ah, Wastelanders. We'll know more about them in Jak 3.
Work for me, and I'll throw some of the sweeter items your way.
God, just
Kill metalheads, get toys.
This freaking guy.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Slow down, Jak and a fat man. You two had better run
And
that
let me
by
just
me
know,
again,
let it just be known,
'cause
Daxter
there's
does
no
not
way I'm
mince
going
words ever.
outside the city.
Well, good for him, because honestly, this fat ass deserves every bit of heckling he's gonna get.
Be Wastelanders, huh, doughboys? Well, we'll see what you're made of when we get out in the thick. Crew wants some new trophies to put butts in chairs at the Hip Hog, so I'm gonna bag him 5
I wonder what voice. I wonder which of Phil's voices this is.
I joked about it earlier. It sounds like Jon Stewart.
Whoa!
I was thinking the exact same thing, really.
Who's that guy again?
He's the Green Lantern in the Justice League cartoon.
Someone to watch his while he tracks the metalheads.
I thought it was Hal Jordan.
No, they used Jon Stewart. Hal Jordan did technically appear in one episode, but for the most part, they went with Jon mainly for diversity.
That wasn't Jon Stewart like the most recent Green Lantern at that time?
He might have been. I don't know.
It would make sense.
Okay.
But on that note, that's it for this part of Jak 2. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll help Sig out with his whole trophy hunting.
Yep. Take care, everybody.
Till next time, everybody.
Bye-bye.